mission like this shit just hit me to go on the body. My stomach is touching, I ain't come for nothing, my nigga, I'm starving. Don't do all the answers, don't fall on the pressure, we do this shit often. When it smoke like a bomb hit, run out up like the body. I'm on a mission like this shit just hit.
Yo, you're back with me, your boy, Hollow McFly, and today we have a special guest. The man behind the camera is now in front of the motherfucking camera. The one and only Jay Angel Visuals in this thing.
What up, what up?
What's going on, man?
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Without you, shit, we'd have to find somebody else to try to shoot this motherfucking show, man.
You gotta make a dream work, though. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having you, goddamn shit, man. Man, we definitely go back. We used to work at the same shitty call center, so you know we have quite a little bit of history. Not too much, but what, probably about like.
It's been some years, man.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, looking back on it now, man, like it's probably like
fuck.
4 years ago now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
When was the? We could find out right now with the no, because it'd probably be on your page. Oh, look,
what, the videos?
Look who's calling right now. You don't know
yeah.
who that. You know who that is. Oh my god. No, the one joint we shot, the first video me and you shot, that's probably
Let's look
but
at
a little bit longer.
Well, first one was
the intro to Just Saying.
yeah, the intro, yep.
Yeah.
And then Hot Shit, and then fucking the rest is history, man.
Yeah. Damn, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all should all know, especially around the city, this your boy Jay Angel, man, one of the dopest videographers in town. Trust me, there's plenty more, but I've been able to see this cat grow from his beginning stages of this film and
almost
shit.
Like the beginning,
And man, this guy has incredible work. And like I said, we have other videographers that's out here doing dope work, but today it's not about y'all. But I'd love to have y'all on here, and I did. Stressed to him I wanted to do like a little panel with a few videographers out here, man, and really get y'all together and talk about something. But yeah, man, so shooting videos and doing that, how'd you actually even get started? Like, what made you want to even, you know what I'm saying? Because you used to do music too.
I used to make music, so like back in high school, like I would make my own music, you know what I'm saying, like the little old school like point and shoot cameras, you know.
Right.
Believe it or not, you know, I used to shoot my own music videos on it, super trash, you know what I'm saying, super cringy, you know what I'm saying. Nowadays, but it's super cool to look back on, you know, like what, 7, 8 years ago or something like that, you know. Shit, high school's almost 10 years ago now for me. It's crazy, man. Time flies.
Flying.
Yeah, but it's really cool to look back, you know, like on old, you know, like old videos and just to see like my progression and like on how far I've come with my work.
Right.
Super cool. Like it's like actually insane. And so started with that point and shoot cameras, and then I took photography back in high school. I didn't really like it, honestly. Like it was more of a credit, you know. I was just kind of bullshitting, you know, high school, just trying to get through. And then what's it called? Like time went on, ended up purchasing a GoPro and like kind of like just stringing together like little videos, you know, like little like travel videos, like different types of videos, I guess, of like just like little events. I would just take it with me everywhere and record. Right. And then eventually I just, you know, I guess had a bigger interest in it, you know, I guess in the sense of people like you know, putting out other videos and just seeing bigger things. And so like over the course of 6 months, I kind of taught myself photography and video over YouTube. And then within that time frame, I just went out, got a credit card, like kind of maxed it out, you know what I'm saying, dropped $2,000 on like a nice like little GH4, like a glide cam, like a lens, like just maxed it out. Didn't have a shoot for forever. Like it was like months went by. I sat on that gear, just painted up, working my day job, didn't have shit, you know. Super stubborn when I first started. Just, you know, hey, this is my price. This is what I charge. I spent lots of money on it, so this is where we're gonna, you know, kind of start at. Right. Wasn't working with nobody, you know. And then time went on, and then finally, like one of the first artists I worked with was J-Ro. You know what I'm saying? Like J-Ro.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to
J-Ro, man. Like dead ass, like needs to happen, man. Like I cannot wait to see him again. Like I need to honestly write him. You know what I'm saying? I need to go see him or something, man.
Yeah, we gotta holler at Strick. Shout out to Strick, man. Yeah, like, definitely.
Needs to happen because like one of the very first like most realist artists, you know what I'm saying, I work with.
How did y'all even link up? Because they were out here. Facebook, I know they're from Philly and like shit, but you just were promoting your shit.
Yeah, Facebook. Like I would randomly go to different people's like inbox, you know, and just say, hey, like I shoot music videos, like this, you know, staple like cut and paste message, you know, like hey, so what I do, I shoot videos. If you want to work, you know, let me know. Like it was really like not professional, you know what I'm saying, but it was just like
it was putting it out there.
Yeah, just trying to get it out, and like the message just sat in his inbox for like months. You know what I'm saying, months. Randomly, I'll never forget it too. I was at work at the call center, you know. I go on my lunch break, I go to eat at like I think it was Wendy's that day, and then boom, like I get a message from him. He's like, yo, yep, I'm trying to work. I'm trying to like shoot like 3 videos this weekend. Like, let's do it, you know. And I'm like, oh damn, I was super excited. I was like, damn, I was like, this is it, you know, this is it.
Yeah.
And then boom, like sure enough, that same weekend we shot 3 videos, you know, and that was super dope. And that was the beginning, for the most part. And then you came along, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, that was super dope. We did you know, the intro.
Yeah.
That was 4 years ago. Back in April, 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 4 years. And that was back when Next Gen Studios was a thing, you know what I'm saying? So before Angel Visuals ever existed.
Well, I can't say I forgot, but yeah, he was Next Gen before you did the J Angel Visuals.
Yeah, super
shit.
Old school shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, with some people, they just stay, like, shit stays the same. But, like, I've managed to actually see your progress from just even what the videos you shot. For me, every time, every video you shot, it seems like you literally got better. Whether it was the shooting, the lighting, fucking the equipment, the goddamn, just everything about it, the editing, all that shit, like, just got better and better and better. Like, fuck, yo, this kid, like, really is with the shits, with the motherfucking camera work, you know what I'm saying? Of course, editing plays a part too, but fuck, man, like, it's been dope to see you do that, man.
I appreciate that.
As artists, you know what I'm saying, even doing this podcast shit, you know, filmmakers are needed, man, or if that's what even falls under that, you know what I'm saying, videographer or whatnot, but you're definitely needed, man. People love to see, I'm a visual dude myself, so always rather see the video version or concept of whatever it is that I'm, you know what I'm saying, being entertained by versus just hearing it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And plus it just brings a different dynamic, you know, like you hear a song, you know, like that provokes an emotion.
Right.
And then of course it gets a response, and that's why music is so popular and everybody needs music in their lives, you know?
Right.
But the video is made to just complement that, you know? So of course what makes a good videographer, in my opinion, is to take that track, listen to it, and develop something to complement that artist's vision already through the song, you know?
Okay.
So that way, rather than just showing up like, oh yeah, let's just shoot in the kitchen, or oh, let's just shoot here.
Right.
Like, hey, like, let's, you know, take a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Like, take a month, take a few weeks or whatever. Come up with a concept that will truly show what you were thinking when you wrote that song, you know? So that way, when you put it out, that's even more powerful and speaks to that vision you had in your song, you know? So that way, if you're rapping about, I don't know, like even like what's going on right now, you know what I'm saying, like more Kendrick Lamar type shit, you know what I'm saying, like more like Black Lives Matter, police brutality and shit like that, you wouldn't want a video of you just in the kitchen with a bottle, you know what I'm saying, and bitches, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't want that. You'd want something that complements it, you know what I'm saying, you'd want something that shows that struggle, you know? And that's what, you know, like I try to do, of course.
You wouldn't want that.
You just wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, I don't, what's it, I mean, like, of course, I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, if that's what you can afford, if that's what you want to do,
hey,
I'm here to accommodate, you know?
So I know you've been doing this for 4 years, right?
I've been doing it professionally for the last year and a half. So solo, just doing this shit, all by myself, no day job for like a year and a half since October of 2018. I think was the last year.
Okay.
Me working last day of me working a day job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now doing this show full time for a year and a half, and it's super cool.
And that's tight, man, because motherfuckers just gotta stick with it if you really feel. And that necessarily was it your path? You said you went to school, or took those classes, but you.
No, I just did high school, man. Like everything else to this. I mean, I thought like back in when I graduated high school, like, you know, like I don't know, like I'm trying to think back to it. You know, I worked at Walmart for a little bit, and that was shitty, you know. But then I didn't know what I wanted to do. First job, 18, 19, making some money. I was cool, you know what I'm saying. Bought a futon, bought a fucking like gaming like PC, like, you know what I'm saying. Like shit was good, you know.
Right.
But then the bigger picture, exactly. But like the bigger picture just wasn't there, you know. And then so I got in some trouble. Like I don't speak about it too much, you know what I'm saying, but got in some trouble. Shit kind of set me straight, you know. It's like, damn, well, what do I want to do with my life? What do I want to build? Yeah, like, you know, like I'm only like 20, 21, you know, like what more am I going to do with the 80 other years of my life? You know what I'm saying? And then so I was talking with my cousin Isaac, and shit just blossomed from there. You know, I talked about, you know, shooting music videos, and then just grew from there, you know, started investing, started growing, started just teaching. Knowledge is everything, you know, so being able to teach yourself, progress, and be hard on yourself teaches you to grow, you know what I'm saying? It keeps it new and fresh.
Right. And you've shot videos for a lot of people out here, so and you've been out of town. You've shot some videos for some kind of, I don't know how it would, what's the most celebrity-ish or not local artists that you've shot?
Yeah, definitely. So I mean like, and that's just, I don't know, so I've worked with two bigger names. So I work with Rich Boy, not directly, you know, that was through Chris Gilroy or whatever.
Shout out to Big Gillo.
Yeah, for sure. You hired me for that video. It's super dope, really cool to actually have the opportunity.
Right.
Of course, Rich Boy is a little older, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, so not as popping, but still like a like shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, throw
yeah.
some D's on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like working with it, you know, I was like, all right, that's cool, you know?
Right.
Super long ass shoot though, like that was a long fucking shoot, man, like long. And like I didn't have lights at the time. They were doing this night shoot, you know, like it was a fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of people on the song too. It was a hell of a night, you know? Hell of a night.
See, so, okay, so speaking of, what's the, not to say that that was one of the worst shoots or anything like that, but what has, without dropping, how could we do that? Is there a shoot in your mind that's like, bruh, was it, like, it wasn't worth it, I shouldn't have.
I mean,
you know
I think every shoot was worth it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, looking back on it now, you know, it's like, oh, like that was nothing, but then still, like, every shoot was a step to becoming better, you know what I'm saying? And every shoot is a step of, like, experience, like, especially business-wise, you know? As an entrepreneur, as somebody that runs their own business, you know, like, you have to make mistakes. You have to run into people that kind of treat you bad to grow from it, like, oh, damn, all right, well, I was doing this for this person. I can't do that again. I got to grow from it. I got to do something different for the next person, you know what I'm saying? And make it more professional, more... like contract based, you know what I'm saying, just more like streamlined, just so that way there's not much room for people to step on your toes, you know, and disrespect you. But I don't know, like, I mean, that was a rough shoot just because like it was so dark, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't have my lights at the time, so like, and of course I'm a perfectionist, so I'm sitting there like, damn, I could do better.
So not necessarily what, then like I said, not to the other parties involved, just you as a videographer, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, it's a lot of people, different personalities, motherfuckers want
rich
this,
boy, you know what I'm saying?
trying
like,
to get, you know what I'm saying?
My
so
first,
it's a lot going on.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Like my first, like, bigger celebrity type, you know what I'm saying? Like, working with, you know what I'm saying? Not directly, but through somebody else. I had to show out. I was trusted with the vision of the night, and I'm like, fuck, am I prepared to take this on? You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know, you put on a good face, and you just kind of... tackle it, you know?
Fuck, man. So, fuck, man. I know you've had a lot of fucking interesting shoots. Like you said, you know, I'm keeping the smoke away from my partner because he says he's allergic to smoke. But you said you were filming for a dispensary and you had an allergic reaction to this big ass. Yeah, that was a fun time. So, yeah, like I work with a dispensary. Shout out to Quality Choice down here in College Springs. Super dope people to work. They're off of Academy and... like no, not even. Is it across from Skate City? Is that Quality Choice?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah. So I worked with them like for like I think the last 4 years, but I didn't get to work with them this last year because of coronavirus or whatever.
Fuck.
And I know it's fucking up my gigs, man. It's fucking up my events and stuff, you know. But yeah, that's super cool. And like I did this, like they rent out like a what's it called? Dab lounge, you know. And so it's just a bunch of people in there smoking. You know what I'm saying? So smoking dabs, blunts, joints, and shit, you know. And fuck, like hot box like crazy, you know. So I'm in there, tons of smoke. They light up this big ass like foot long, thick blunt right in front of my face, and it just starts smacking the ceiling and like all on my face. And it's like the next like 3-4 weeks, like my allergies, my whole nose is plugged up, my eyes is all red. I feel like I got high for like 3-4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Just from that one like little contact high. It's crazy.
See now, and you'll still do events like that.
Oh
but
yeah, for
obviously
sure.
You gotta try to.
And just plus I work around lots of rappers, you know what I'm saying? Everyone smokes for the videos, so I mean like I built up a tolerance, you know, but if it's just too much, it's rough. It's rough.
So what as a videographer, I mean, people entrust you with your vision, with their vision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people can be kind of bitchy with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what's a time as far as you know, shooting a video where it was just like working with a fucking diva, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far
honestly,
you know what I
not
mean?
that
like,
much. Like, I mean, like that's what I'm surprised about is because I don't know I don't know how to say it. It's a hard thing. So like with music videos, there's a ton of different levels to it, you know. So of course, there's like somebody that just picked up a camera that has no like really knowledge about it, and they'll just go out and they'll shoot whatever, you know. And then there's a higher end cinematographer that's like literally out there shooting short films and movies and all that type of shit, you know. And then there's like that middle ground of like people that are like kind of like me, you know what I'm saying? That are like doing like okay, halfway decent, you know what I'm saying, but then still haven't taken that leap into like the pro realm, you know what I'm saying? And whenever I do a video, it seems like, you know, like of course I'm harder on it than anybody else could ever be, you know what I'm saying? So no matter what artist I'm working with, I'll do the video and I'll sit there for hours like meticulously going back on color or like edits or effects or whatever. And I'll be like, damn, it's not good enough, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like I can't spend more time on this or whatever, you know, just to the point of perfection. And so I'll send it out and I'll send it to the artist and that they love it, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, damn, it's so dope and this and that. And luckily I haven't had many people that have, you know what I'm saying, like hated it or like had too many revisions. Most of it comes down to like, oh, hey, I don't like the way I look in this shot, or oh, hey, can you switch this out with this? I saw, you know, like during the shoot, you know? And that's kind of it. One artist I work with would always send back like a list of revisions for that specifically, you know.
Yeah.
I would go through like, and he just send me like a page full of shit, you know what I'm saying, of like, oh, like just tons of shots, which is good, you know what I'm saying. It's good to get back that rather than like, oh, can you just fix this, and I render it out and send it, and it's like, oh wait, can you do this one more change, you know, and I got to keep doing it.
Right.
And that's about it. But yeah, not too many crazy things. I think the worst experience was with a real estate agent, you know, because like, I mean, that's like definitely a bigger learning curve for photography, you know. And it's like more of less creative, more technical, and like figuring out how to light a room and light a house, you know, and, like show off the house in a good way.
Right.
And it was just a learning curve. So of course, getting paid for it, you know, I should have maybe done it for free, you know what I'm saying, as I was transitioning into learning that type of photography.
Yeah.
And like she kind of bitched at me a little bit, you know what I'm saying. But of course, customer service kicks in. It's like, hey, I'll reshoot it, you know, and this and that. But that's probably like been like my craziest, you know what I'm saying, client experience.
Damn, you get the real estate agent trying to get
yeah, she was trying to
with
snap,
you
man.
shit.
She's trying to snap.
So as far as it's music involved, you know what I'm saying, in that whole vision and realm, like who's one of the artists that you worked with that was more like video wise that was more fun? Like, man, this turned out to be a real good. I got paid well. Goddamn, it was a nice day. Ain't no battery died. We didn't have no. You know what I'm saying? It was just an all around like, you know, dope video. Like your most proud video.
That's tough. Like honestly, I like a lot of my videos. Or like it's funny because like sometimes I'll shoot the video, I don't even like it until I can color it and start putting it together and bringing it to life. Because that's such a big part for me too. Like I remember one video I shot with Flesh X Fur. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard of him. He is actually out in Canada, I believe, or whatever. Dope as fuck. Super dope. You know what I'm saying? We went out and shot this video. We had blue smoke bombs and purple smoke bombs or whatever. And like we were shooting around the Rhino District up in Denver. And it was cool. Like I mean, like I was, you know, footage was alright. You know, shot like lots of super slow motion with smoke bombs, and it was cool. But then I got back to editing. I didn't really like it, you know. And then from there, I started messing with the colors, you know, and I stripped off all the color. You know what I'm saying? All the color except for purple and blue. So it was like black and white, blue and purple. Fire. Like right when that kicked in, I'm like, all right, this video is dope.
Right. So the whole video is just blue and purple?
Yeah, blue and purple. Yeah. So like from the smoke bombs and from like the graffiti on the walls, you know, like that's like blue, like, and that'll kick in. But everything else is just black and white. So some like selective color, you know. That's super cool.
How do you even and that just resulted from you not even liking?
Yeah, because I didn't like it. I was just fucking with the color before I even tried to mess with the edit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, I need that, and that's what I typically do is color. You know what I'm saying? Color comes first. I'll sit down, I get the color scheme for the video. I'll kind of critique it. You know what I'm saying? Spend lots of time with that, and then once I have the color feel for it, that kind of gives me the feel for the video and how the effects should turn out and how the whole mood of it kind of comes together.
Now, what do you mean by color? So are you stripped? So do you start from black and white, or do you just go in and fuck with templates and kind of just push colors one way or the other and type of? Because I know there's a bunch of shit you're using to, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't have the first idea of how that would even look or how that would go. So so start to finish, how do you treat a video? Or is that treating is before, right? So treating or
treatment would be like the idea or whatever, like shot lists and shit.
So
you know?
editing, as far as what's your go-to start to finish type of, even though every video is different, you know what I'm saying, but how do you just give us a rundown?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, like pretty much, of course, starts dumping the footage, you know what I'm saying, getting home, dump all that shit, you know, it's like lots of gigabytes of footage, you dump it. Then from there, they'll like color, you know, so like I pull it up and like, I don't know, I've gone through lots of weird transitions of color grading, you know, because like it is such a technical thing. Right. And it's just so deep to it with how a camera captures an image, you know. And so when you shoot it, like I like to shoot more in a flat profile so it doesn't pick up as much contrast, not as much saturation, not as much really anything, you know what I'm saying. That way it gives you the most of your sensors so you can pick up more information for color grading, you know. But of course, what that means, like when you get it, it looks kind of, not shitty, but it looks really boring and bland, you know what I'm saying. There's no feel to the video. Right. But then when you start color grading it, I used to like mess around. Like so when I very first started out, I would go clip to clip and just kind of mess with the colors. I like to drag sliders back and forth, you know, see what does what, you know, and kind of get to the look. And then from there, I started messing around with LUTs sometimes, you know. So LUTs are like predetermined colored stuff, you know. Like, but then of course with that, it's not one size fits all. It's not like, okay, this worked really good in this footage, let me just drop it here and you got a cinematic, you know, masterpiece. Right. It'll look weird and you kind of got to critique it. So then I started messing with LUTs a little bit. But then that really wasn't my thing because I couldn't get it to where I wanted it to. It was always like a predetermined, like, oh, this is the look that you can get from it and you can only push it this far, you know? Right. And so now what I'm doing is I started working with a DaVinci Resolve. It's more of a color grading software. We started out, but now it's a full-time editing software. And in there, you're able to go more meticulously, like, and go through your colors. And, like, I actually invested into a color grading course. Shit. Yeah, so it's like pretty much like an online schooling thing that you can do that teaches you, like, from, like, an actual professional colorist, more ways to color grade and the actual whys of why things are, you know, like rather than like the the what. You know what I'm saying? So that way you understand why shit's not working the way you want to. You know.
That's
yeah.
And that's just the coloring of it.
Just coloring, yeah. Nothing about effects, just the color, you know. Because like if you like watch movies like Joker or whatever,
yeah.
there's somebody that goes through clip by clip by clip, and even if it's shot in the same room,
yeah.
different angle, that different angle will be a little bit different with exposure, with colors, and so you got to go through and each shot, yeah, match it up to make sure it's consistent. Because I mean that's the biggest thing with amateur videographers is that they'll put out a video and you see like the color going from like really blues to orange to whites and like. What is it? You know what I'm saying? You got to make that look consistent throughout the entire thing, so that way it's like one piece of work, you know?
Right. That makes sense. That is a lot of fucking detail. So you're not just what's turnaround?
It depends, honestly, because I mean I'll get my own head sometimes. Like I said, like sometimes things just aren't good enough, you know.
Right.
I think the longest I've ever waited for a video was a month, you know. Like I think the month, but that was more so when I was working a full-time job too, you know. And that's super difficult when I'm working like a full-time job, coming home. You know what I'm saying? Like hopping right on edits, like from like a 8-hour shift, you know what I'm saying, 9-hour shift. I hop right on my computer, start working on edits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have my weekends for shoots, and then of course there's just very little time, you know. So like I think the month mark was the longest I've ever waited, and the quickest I think was like a day, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But then it depends too, because like I've had like a green screen video, like I was working with the homie YB, and we did this green screen video. It was like him in like 7 different outfits, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
In front of a green screen, and when you take out the green screen, it's just literally just him. Nothing else, you know what I'm saying? There's no background, there's no this, there's no that, it's just him, you know? And I started working on the video, and I was like, yo, I'm not happy with the way this is turning out, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we shot another video, I was like, let me edit this other video first, let me just sit on this until something creative kicks in, you know, in my mind, and I'll get this to you right away, you know? Right. And that took, I think, like a month, you know what I'm saying? I think that's probably the longest, you know, time right there is the month.
Damn.
And yeah, you know, like I came up with something way better, you know what I'm saying, than what I was doing initially, because he gave me that time to actually
but you guys shot that without the green screen.
Well, that one, so like the first one we shot, you know, it was green screen, and then we shot another one like in a parking garage. But then the green screen was just straight green screen, you know what I'm saying? So like it was just all green screen, no other locations, no other else, you know what I'm saying? And that was
how does that even work? Like how does, you know what I'm saying? Because that way with the green screen you could put all the, you could take them anywhere for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. You put them anywhere, but then of course it's like more of like a, you have to portray the realism.
You have to make that shit look good, though.
Really good, yeah, because it's really cheesy if not done right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's like when you get your shitty like weatherman, like green screen, like, oh, today we had the forecast of this, and you can see the whole green.
So you haven't figured that? Have you mastered that whole green screen shit yet, or is it still kind of
basicness? You know what I'm saying? Like 2D green screen for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But then there's like the whole complexity of 3D green screen, where you actually have the green, you put like little markers on it, and you 3D track your camera, so you can move the camera in space, and then you go through and you track that background, so that way when you move around your artist, you 3D track that, you know? So that way if you put him in like a city background, it makes it look like you're moving in real time. That's like how you get your Avengers and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? It's 3D tracking with green screen. But that's next level. And some people approach you with like $5,000-$10,000 budgets. Like I'm not spending time doing that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Even regular green screen, like that video took me fucking like 20-30 hours to complete, you know what I'm saying? Of just straight editing, you know what I'm saying? Days of editing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's taxing on your computer, it takes a lot of time, you know? People don't understand like the back end of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I come to your shoot, I make it look good, like we shoot the shit, but then it's my job to, of course, go home and like put it together and make that actual video a production, you know? Like there's just lots more that goes into it, like the color grading, like the editing, like the effects, you know what I'm saying?
Especially to have a good video, and you have some solid fucking work, so
appreciate it.
It's definitely like from camera to computer. That shit ain't looking like that until you get in there and whip some shit up. Yeah, like that's definitely like, man, it's a lot of fucking work. So what's the longest? So is that the longest you've ever
edited for?
Right, for one particular project?
For one video, yeah, it was that one for sure. Because there's just so much, you know. Like I had to go through and like figure it out, and then of course the computer lags, so you get to figure out how to like render it in bits, you know what I'm saying? So that way you're able to even watch the product, you know what I'm saying, and make sure it's good, you know. So
and what are you using now as far as like software and like your computer? So because I want to ask, what would be like the ultimate PC or whatever for you to you know to not run into those type? Because I know you know who Real Goat is, whoever shoots the babies videos. They gotta probably be.
They got a fucking nice ass system, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So what would be? Hey, if I had this shit right here, because you already have nice equipment, you know, and you're always upgrading shit like that. So,
It depends, honestly, because I mean, of course, like it would be good to have like a traveling thing, like a laptop, you know.
Right.
But then, of course, you only have so much power.
Yeah, that's
you know?
what I was about to say. What the fuck? You might as well fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you mean you can buy a gaming laptop, but then it still hits a wall. You know what I'm saying? Like then you're bringing around like a big ass fucking laptop box. You know what I'm saying? Just to edit videos on. But I don't know. Like more of it's like RAM. So like I have like some Alienware. Like I think I spent like $2,000 on it like a couple years ago.
Alienware.
That's like a gaming PC. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so like they have like good graphics cards, like which is I think is where you get most of your performance from.
Okay.
But graphics card, like good
so you
RAM.
bought a gaming PC to edit videos on.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but then of course I probably could have went the route of just putting my own PC together, you know, so like kind of like getting the pieces, but I was just scared to fuck it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never done it. And of course, my luck, I'd fucking like mess up a whole like expensive ass graphics card I just bought, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with that, you know. So I was like, let me just buy the box. You know what I'm saying? Like I did some research, you know, like, and it does decent, you know, like with 4K.
Yeah.
But then like once you start piling up 4K clips on top of each other, plus effects, plus color grade, plus like noise reduction, like that shit just bogs the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot, you know.
Fuck.
Yeah. So you got to learn how to work through it, and like I used to work on Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
Anybody that you know edits on Adobe Premiere knows the bullshit.
About Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
Now I don't be editing nearly as much of anything. Like so, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. But now I'm on DaVinci Resolve. The learning curve since I've worked with Premiere for like the last 5 years or something like that. You know, since I started for the most part, learning a new software is super hard, but it's a lot better of a workflow and better color tools and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, you gotta pay for all this shit unless you're pirating out there, people.
Yep, which I used to do. I mean, I used to, you know what I'm saying, like take it on the low, you know what I'm saying, get some Adobe product, you know what I'm saying.
The fuck?
Yeah, but then like you run into the issue of like updates, you know what I'm saying, so you can't get the updates. I'm like, damn, as a professional, you know what I'm saying, I need to just invest in myself, pay for the monthly subscription. I was paying Adobe like $53 a month for all their shit. And then now DaVinci, you just pay one time for $300, you know what I'm saying? And you get that shit forever, plus updates, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
And so, dropped Adobe for that shit, because I'm like, wait, so $52 a month, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a year, this will pay out for itself, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just, way better for that type of thing, too, you know?
And you're still shooting videos, music, obviously, and you're doing commercial work now. So not only do you shoot music videos, this podcast, I guess this is the first type of
just different,
and then weddings.
Yeah.
Commercial shit.
Yeah.
Out of all of those, is there one way? Are you trying to just, and you do a little risque things and photos and whatnot too, so out of those, they're all kind of like your adopted child, or or is there one you're ultimately like
more passionate about?
Yeah.
It depends, like obviously corporate work, like more so like I've been working with like a concrete company, you know, so like doing like concrete like progress videos, you know, like big back patios, like that's actually pretty cool because like the home improvement type shit.
Right.
But then more things like real estate, like walkthrough tours, like more like regular business, you know, commercials, like that shit's not as fun, of course. Like if it's like a barber, like I love working with like barbers, you know what I'm saying, like in their shops, because like you can get like really creative. It doesn't have to be like uniform or like suit and tie. And you can make that shit really cool, like off of the cuts, you know.
Okay.
But then, like, I need to niche down. I guess like that's why I'm trying to make like different businesses, you know, like off of it. So I could probably turn J Angel Visuals into just a music video production company, and then make something different for weddings, make something different for portraits, you know, and so on and so on. So that way, it's not just J Angel Visuals, and somebody looks at me and I do everything. You know what I'm saying? Just keeps it more neat, you know.
Right.
But I like them all. Like music videos, I think is what I like. It doesn't bring in the most money. That's because of course it's just difficult to charge a lot for music videos in this area. That's where the commercial work kind of comes in to pay the bills. But then music videos, I think I get to be more creative. I get to be more of a director.
Right.
And truly create something I like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It's more to it, like you said, than just picking up a camera and shooting shit. Like to actually give a damn and want to put something in. That's your name too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know
exactly. I tell the artists every time, like because everyone always talks to me like they're like, yo man, just make sure this is dope. I'm putting lots of money into it. And I'm like, hey, look, like this is not just your video. This is something that's going to get me future clients. And this is my name on it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm doing, I'm putting my all into it to make sure it's as dope as fucking
Not
possible.
just for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, like this is selfishly for me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's cool. Shit. And thanks to all the people that trust me for the visuals, and it's cool because like every piece I do is self-advertising. You know what I'm saying? Like so, no matter what, that I do that work and it goes out to people, and then boom, they see that, and then they're like, damn, who shot that video? And it comes back to me. So I get most of my business through word of mouth, which is super cool. People tagging me on Facebook. I really appreciate that. Shit's nuts. You know what I'm saying? The support from people is crazy, you know?
Yeah, because you kind of blew up quick, and now you're in Denver now, so and you got to work with a bunch of artists out there too, so now, and you go back and forth and
all the time.
Do a whole lot. So but so shit, man. What as far as now, I know COVID's kind of doing things. What do you have going on? Like, what's your more permanent gig as far as like your commercial work? Because I'm pretty sure people out there might want to hire you for some commercial work, and how can they get a hold of you and
Definitely.
all that good stuff?
Definitely. So yeah, I mean, I have jangelvisuals.com. So if you just go to Google, just type in even just J Angel Visuals, the letter J, Angel, ANGEL, Visuals, VISUALS. I'll pop up. You know, I have my website, I have Facebook page, Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. So Instagram is at J Angel Visuals. Pretty much J Angel Visuals all the way around.
Huh, all the way around.
Yep.
And you do, like I said, photos, all that good shit, man.
Yep.
This guy is the work that he has put together, man, and done this far. Shit, can it get any better? And I'm pretty sure it can. Cause,
Oh yeah, it can definitely get better, man. Like everything I do, I'm always like, damn, I could do better. Like right in the process of editing it, you know, I could just like, damn, I could do better.
Right.
Next time I need to implement this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it's all about with any kind of passion you have is progression, being able to self-diagnose your problems. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to look at your work as a critic. You know what I'm saying? Not just be like, oh, cool, pat on the back, like I'm great, like I make dope videos or I make, you know, like dope haircuts or whatever the case is. Be able to look at shit and be like, damn, okay, I can progress further. I did this wrong. I can do this better for my next cut. Or hey, I can work on this. Or hey, I can invest in myself, like in like teaching or lessons or whatever. You know what I'm saying, to make your shit better for the future. You know.
Right.
I
So
think that's the biggest
what are you shooting on now? Like I know we got this this setup here and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot that y'all can or cannot see how that, you know. So what's as far as equipment you're using right now, if you don't?
Yeah, of course. So I use the Panasonic GH5 mostly, but then I've also picked up the Sony A7R4. I use that one for my photography, but then since it's full frame in comparison to the GH5, which is a micro four thirds sensor, full frame you get more of that shallow depth of field, you know. So I've been trying to step up my shit with more cinematic images. So like the background blur just separates yourself from anybody that's shooting and everything's in focus, you know.
Right.
The Sony accomplishes that a little bit better. Of course, it doesn't have 4K slow motion, so I kind of use my GH5 for that, and I kind of use a mixture between them. But then I use the Ronin S for like my stabilizer. I use the DJI Phantom 4 Pro for my drone. And of course, these aperture lights, man. This is like the biggest investment I've ever made. Is like lights is like the best thing I could have ever bought. Honestly, over any camera, lighting will change your game. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll change that shit.
See, and that's the thing too. Just like you said with the whole coloring shit and aspect of it, it's levels to this motherfucking shit. You can't just point and shoot, but. Yeah, because I've definitely noticed the difference as far as like lighting with a lot of different shit and running through. Because hey, I have video ideas too, so you watch a bunch of other videos and then you know what I mean. So it's like there's a lot of people don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying, what they put out, and clearly you're the opposite of that because.
I care too much.
The work is the work is phenomenal. If you want to get paid, man, you don't want to put out bullshit.
Yeah, and like I mean, like, and there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's different people that, you know what I'm saying, just start up. You know what I'm saying? They want to, you know, get into it. And of course, you're not just gonna come out and just boom, fire videos. You know what I'm saying? But then you still got to give a damn in the sense of teaching yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, most of us work 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? You go to work, you come home, and you can sit on your couch. You can watch Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Or you can invest the time into your passion, so that way eventually someday you can break out of that 9 to 5 and truly work for yourself to do something bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what people, I think, come into it is because it is hard. It's hard to go to work, you know what I'm saying, for like 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and then come home and work some more, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then that should be what drives you to work harder, you know what I'm saying, to get out of that day job, so that way you could be your own boss, do your own thing. Even if you're not making much money, you know what I'm saying, if you can make money to sustain your life, but do something you like rather than going to like a fucking job you hate every day, you know what I'm saying, hating life, it's worth it, you know?
And people are living too much in that life and versus the life that they want to live. So, excuse me, I definitely feel you on that. Hence why we're doing the podcast. You know what
Make sure y'all share this shit, man. We're working
hard.
hard.
We're doing this for y'all, man. And hit us up. Give us more engagement. We want to engage with y'all. Like we're doing this for the town. You know what I'm saying? To give y'all something that y'all can actually have and, you know, get on here and get your shit off. Especially if you know, videographer, photographer, actor, actress. I know we got people out here that's doing more than just rapping in this bitch, and you know what I'm saying. We shout out to my main VZ Birds. Want to talk to him? That boy go get some chicken from VZ Birds. You know what I'm saying? Shit fire. He got more than just chicken. You know what I mean? But we actually gonna hit him up tonight for dinner.
I'm about to say it sounds pretty fire. I have to get on the phone, get some chicken going.
Real shit,
Especially
man.
got tacos,
we gotta
man.
support our businesses. This is considered a business too, but
yeah.
gotta give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Or niggas ain't gonna have nothing. Why everybody always gotta
man,
go?
We lost so much, man. Like I don't know if you remember Red Top.
Yeah,
Red Top, man.
Why?
Back in the day, sitting there, it's like, damn, this is so good. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take it for granted, like, oh, let's go to here, but nah, like then Red Top's gone. You know what I'm saying? We lose all our good shit. So yeah, I mean, like, I would prefer for sure like some bomb ass local, you know what I'm saying, restaurant food over like McDonald's or fucking
any day
anything else, man.
Like what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? We need to take care of each other, man. This is where we at, and just support each other, man. If it's all within in good means, you know what I'm saying. We put this show together to give everybody a platform to kind of just get on and you know, talk their shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything going on, you're a chef, you're a cook, you own a restaurant, own a clothing store, do clothing. I don't fucking know, do hair. We want to talk to people that do hair. All artists, of course, you know what I'm saying, it's built around that culture, but we want to talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying, and people want to listen, definitely, you know what I mean, so you gotta let us know. Go to the page, follow us on Instagram, Smoke in the City. Make sure you go holla at J Angel Visuals on the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube. I'm assuming that's the email too. So if you want to book some shit, obviously, click the links in the bio, shit like that. But man, let's support each other, man. Y'all motherfuckers stay safe out there, you know what I'm saying? Stay aware, stay equipped, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my boy J Angel, come and drop us some knowledge. You be retaining a lot of information.
I be trying,
like, just
man.
the way you be spitting that shit out. And I know I smoke a lot, so I be forgetting some shit too, but it's like, damn, your ass was the names of the just how you, like, what nigga say what? Man, you know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? And go make sure you check his shit out. His work is dope as fuck. Any commercial businesses out there that need my man's work, that follow the show, or need anything, any rappers out there trying to make yourself look as good as you want to look, my boy got you. You know what I'm saying? So he's the one responsible for, you know, filming this show right here, man, and making it look as good as we can. And we promise to get better every episode that we can, man. And we appreciate y'all for fucking with us this long. And yeah, man. It was good chopping it up with you, getting all that information, and yeah, we out this bitch, you heard?